Good afternoon, YouTube. Vlogtober. I'm doing something a little different today. I've moved to North Carolina because it was, me and my wife decided that we was going to move somewhere peaceful and just have a change, and also live the second half of our lives in peace and just enjoy life. So why I thought about it, I said, why I'm going to North Carolina, let me do something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. Find my family's roots. Find out where my family comes from. Find out their names. Find out their journey. I found their journey. Check it out. See these tracks? These tracks represent the journey that they took from the time they was put on boats in Africa to be brought here to the United States, for this country. A lot of my family, the Taylor family, they originated right here in North Carolina. And I know for a fact that a lot of them was transported right on these tracks here through different parts of North Carolina and dropped off to the slave owners' property. Now, between Kinston, North Carolina, Goldsboro, North Carolina, and I forget the other state in North Carolina. Oh my goodness, the other city in North Carolina that they were brought to. But a lot of the family was originated right here in North Carolina, starting from my great-great-great-grandfather, Jasper Taylor. Jasper was put on a plantation and he met a woman. They were married. They had kids. Kids was pretty much after they got a certain age, they were sold off to different plantations. So now you're talking about the family being broken up and being sold and just being scattered in different places. My great-great-grandfather, Pompey Taylor landed on Jacob Taylor's plantation. And he was there until he was about, I don't know, I can't even say the age. I have no idea. But until mid-teens, early 20s, and he was married and he had children. One of the sons' name was Jacob Taylor. Jacob was actually named after the slave owner, and the property was named Jacob Taylor Plantation. Now today, this very day, that plantation now has been leveled out and it has businesses all over the area. Now, are we heirs to this? Who knows? We don't know. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, they will never render it if it was proven to be the family's possession. So therefore, again, we're being raped of our, cherishes. That's not the word I wanted to use, but our possessions. And when I think about the things that's going on this day, I think about what our ancestors had to endure. They were raped, they was maimed, they was castrated, and different things of that nature there. And I wonder how many people that's going to see this video are actually going to follow suit try to find out their family history. How many is even interested in finding their family history? I am. Because I love to know where I come from. I love to know who I am and why I am. And finding out where I come from, that answers a lot of the questions that I have. So therefore, this is something that I need to do. And I feel as though this is the right time before I get too old and can't get it done. Yeah, I'm up in my 60s now, a little older, but God has given me the strength and the mental being to go forward and actually look for answers. So one of the ways I'm looking for answers, I'm putting myself right here where it all began and just try to visualize what my ancestors went through. Because I look at some of these woods and I look at some of these streets right here, right now, I know once upon a time, this wasn't no street. This was all woods. These woods that's back here were over here and went straight back. So therefore I know but I don't know, but I can almost imagine what our ancestors had to endure. They was chased. They was shackled. They was put in bondage. And anything and everything that the slave masters wanted to do to our people, they did. Raped, maimed. Like I said, they treated our ancestors like they was trash, and some even worse than that. And it's a travesty that, we have to even think that our flesh and blood had to go through things like that. And it's almost like things of that nature is going on to this day. But it's not as bad because people have to be accountable for the things that they do to other people in some circumstances. Now, in every case, do people have to be held accountable? No, and you see it every day. But we've come a long ways. And, we are the ones who can change anything and everything. We need to get together, stand up, and do the right thing by one another, first of all. And that's something that we don't do. Look back at our ancestors. Look at what they went through. We should be fighting with one another to change this. Not fighting against one another. Not trying to be somebody better than our brother and sister. We should be trying to help our brother and sister. Because this is what it's all about. It's all about us making a change in our lives for our children and even for us. Because this is something that has been taken out of our culture. And it's time to make a change. It's literally time to make a change so we can be the people that God wants us to be. We've had men and women fight for our freedom, lose their lives. And what do? We don't do anything. Yo, people, let's do something. Let's get together. Look at your brother and sister. And instead of frowning on them and looking like you hate them, smile, shake a hand, give a hug. It's not that hard to do. I could go on and on and on, but I'm not. I just want to share that thought with you. And also to let you know that we can overcome. We can overcome, and we have overcome a whole lot. But there's a whole lot still that we have to overcome. So let's do it. Let's get together as one. Everybody, every other nationality can get together and do the right thing by one another. Why can't we do it? And no, I'm not a prejudiced person, no. But right is right, wrong is wrong. When you hear this, look at yourself and ask yourself, are you doing all you can do to help your fellow brother and sister? Are you doing all you can do to change the demographics of our lives? Are you? And if you're not, try doing it. Try smiling at your neighbor. Try shaking your neighbor's hand. It's not hard to do. All right, everybody. Like I said, I can go on and on, but I'm not. I'm going to cut this video off. And I'm just going to say, God is the most perfect person. And if they hated him, what do you think they're going to do to us? But we can make all that change. We can stand up for ourselves. And we can make a change. So let's make a change, y'all. Y'all be encouraged, be blessed. Keep in mind, God has a blessing with your name on it. Vlogtober out.